I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm actually like, I'm like shaking. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Charles with TRC, and today we're in Denver, Colorado with Ryan and his Calvo Viper. This thing is absolutely insane. Let's check it out. Ryan, how's it going, man?
What up, man? How you doing?
Doing great, dude. I am so stoked to be here today. This is your Calvo Viper.
Yeah.
And it's very infamous. I've seen it on a whole bunch of YouTube channels, and it looks a little bit different today. I noticed some new wheels and new accents, but what can you tell me about the car?
It's not a short story. There's a lot of history with this car. I had a C7 Z06 for a long time, and I raced it for like a couple years. Calvo's cars at a half-mile event, and it just destroyed my car. So I was like, okay, it's time to sell this thing and change platforms. So originally, you know, went to the Turbo Viper platform with Calvo. We did the CM 1600.
Okay.
We did a lot of little upgrades, you know, dry sump, sequential. I took it out here, made all these hits in a row, raced like 30 people.
Behind you. Hey, cool, Tim. Good run. I didn't get the brake boost the first one.
One, two, three. Heavy gap, heavy. Car technically has not lost a race yet. You know, I'm sure it's eventually to come. Faster and faster guys kept coming out, and we kept turning the car up. We over turboed the car for altitude, so it had some legs on it. Eventually we just turned it up way past what it was built for, so we had problems at the middle of last year. This go around, we basically were like, to hell with it, let's just do everything. Technically a CM 2000 includes, you know, a set amount of things, but this one's kind of like a custom package per se. It's got almost about everything you can do to it. It's a 9-liter, so we went with a bigger motor for altitude. Again, we're here in Denver, so the air is completely terrible. It's got twin 8685s, so big turbos behind it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dry sump, PPG sequential. We went with the Schweitzer brushless elixir system, so it pushes a ton of volume. Wave track rear end. Nth Moto supplied the, you know, they hooked it up on the Forge Line wheels.
Yeah, those are sick. Those are absolutely gorgeous, especially on the car. I saw the old setup, and this is by far so much better.
Yeah, so the car made 2630 to the tires, horsepower, and 2000 torque.
Oh my lord. It's not even that loud right now. but I know it's gonna be.
So right now it's on map 3. You know, again, based on dyno pulls and what the torque settings are at, it's probably somewhere around 1600 range right now to the tire. We'll see what you think about it, and then maybe we'll turn it up a notch.
Oh, look at that Evo. That's clean as hell.
I wonder if they want a piece.
That's a freaking Evo 4. That's sick.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Yo, I felt my eye sockets just go, like, the eyes just went to the back of my sockets, like, period, end of story. Fastest car I've ever been in. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm actually, like, I'm, like, shaking. What? You're insane. You're f***ing crazy, dude. What?
That's scary. That'll wake you up, no?
Whoa. Okay, I got up at 6 a.m. this morning. I was complaining about being tired. I am no longer tired. Oh my gosh.
What's it feel like?
I have nothing to compare it to. Nothing.
It hooks, right?
It hooks. It doesn't spin.
They build a mean car.
Dude, Calvo killed this. Calvo, when I have enough money, I'm coming to you. And look at that. There's all attempts perfectly fine.
Do you feel like how every year though
It just pulls you harder. That's the weirdest experience, I think, like out of everything.
Yeah.
It's just that it doesn't stop. It gets more and more and more, and you're like, are we gonna like just obliterate into dust or something? Wow. That thing's awesome. They're freaking out about it, man.
Make some power.
That's more than I've ever seen in any street car. So
yeah. So we have a couple different maps, power ranging from, I think the lowest it'll go is like 1300 horse all the way up to 2600. From what Colin tells me with engineering, he's the one who tunes the car, is pretty much the smartest guy that I've ever met. From what I understand of it, you know, the gate on the turbos is not low enough to make, you know, the 1200 horse, so there's actually some programming in like the throttle position to where it's only giving it like 50% throttle when you're flooring it on the lower maps to actually still hit that 1200 horsepower range. So the car made, I believe, it's been a while since we dynoed it, but I believe it was like 1200 and change on mid-grade 89 pump gas. When it made the full 2630 horsepower, we looked at the ethanol content and it was a little less than 70%. Linked up with my buddy Eric and those guys over at Venomous Carbon, and they did kind of a one-off, you know, forged carbon package on the whole car.
You mentioned wheels and tires, so what wheel and tire setup is that? What tires are you running? Because I know you got to put all that power down somehow.
Yeah, so I linked up with Nth Moto. I saw them putting a lot of like Forge Line stuff. I really like the look. It's Forge Line wheels. The rears are bead locks because I actually have the old set of 18s in the shop there, and the tire did actually twist on the wheel on the CCWs that it had on. But it's an 18-inch in the rear. It actually clears the carbon ceramic brakes, and then it's a Toyo RR in the rear and a 888 up front. Okay. You know, one of the other things I got to give a shout out, Jesse, Dan, those guys with Prima. The car just had like swirls everywhere. It was just, it only had 2,000 miles. It's 2017, and the whole paint was just trash. And those guys have spent weeks on it to get it looking like a mirror. So their products and that company is, you know, pretty ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
as well.
It's just absolutely gorgeous. So just sitting here looking at it, it has this presence of no other car that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's just
fun.
It's so insane. Would you mind popping the hood for me and showing me what you got under the hood?
Yeah, let's do it.
The way the light's hitting this is just the curves of the car. You never really realize until it's popped, but these hoods are massive. And then you got all of the forged carbon, like literally all of it.
Yeah, it looks insane in person. I mean, I don't know how the video turns out or the pictures, but in person it just looks unreal. Those guys over at Venomous Carbon, hit them up. They can do one-off parts. You know, they one-off this whole car. It's a one-of-one forged carbon thing, so there's no other Viper in the world with all this stuff.
Oh! was a gunshot in my ear.
Yeah, so with this map change, you should notice a considerable difference.
Oh my God! Holy shit. Noticeable difference.
Yeah, it's quite a bit more power now.
Oh my God. And you have 3 more maps after this.
Yeah. Yep. And honestly, the first 4 are dumped pretty far down, like to be, you know, playable. Yeah. Once you hit 6 and 7, they're like several hundred more torque per gear.
And then you just bump.
Yeah, so basically the way that they set this thing up is you're in auxiliary mode on the key, so you just hold the cancel button here, and then that's like how you put which map it's on.
Okay.
So you basically key up.
Oh yeah, just
or
like
down
on the tack. Yeah.
Yeah, so just on the tack. Then you just hold cancel to lock it in, and there it is.
And you're good to go.
Let's see. We'll get a little sound going.
Oh,
it slaps, buddy.
That's insane. Oh wow. This is so
It's pretty funny, right?
By far my favorite car.
Yeah.
Period end of story.
I mean, you gotta have the tunes, dude. This is
Gotta
street car
have the tunes.
stuff. This is street car stuff.
So the brakes and everything are stock and.
Yeah, it's got, luckily it comes with the carbon ceramic brakes and a super wide front tire. It's also got DSC suspension, which is fully adjustable. I had PDA road gear here in town. It's got a full sound system, 2 amps, 2,000 watts, subs.
So you're not really going for like the whole weight reduction thing. You just, it's fast enough that you're just like, yeah, I'll throw some subs in.
I mean, I figured, you know, maybe drop 20 pounds in carbon, add 100 some pounds in stereo, hit up Colin, tell him to add 2 PSI. All evens out, so.
Well, hell yeah, man. I legitimately am in awe of this car, and I hope you guys are too. Wow. Okay. I'm good. I'm good.
Isn't that gnarly as
Oh my God. I can't imagine what more power would be.
Isn't that f***ing gnarly?
That's beyond gnarly, dude. There's no word.
Like, can you imagine cars beating this?
No, I can't. I can't. Sorry guys, if you're trying to race him, not gonna happen. Oh my God! That was f***ing sick. Ryan, thank you so much, man. This thing is a freaking smile machine. I'm telling you guys, like, you will never experience anything like this unless it's with this man. So thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
It was a blast. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, it's always fun, dude, to be honest. You know, there's a lot that goes into it. So much appreciation for like the whole teamwork of people that takes, you know, to put a car together like this. From Antonio Calvo Motorsports, who built the whole thing, all the guys there, all the Venomous Carbon guys, Colin, who tunes the whole thing like to perfection. Local support, Cody with Cat Performance. I mean, those guys always support the car here in Colorado. Prima for getting the paint dialed in. Super stoked about it. Hoping to have a good summer. Hoping there's a lot of people that are turning their stuff up so I get some good races.
If you guys want to race this thing, hit my man's up. He's not afraid. He just said himself.
Mick Rippins on Instagram.
Mick Rippins on Instagram. Go out, check out his YouTube as well, right?
Yeah, I got a little bit of a YouTube channel.
A little bit, yeah?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
Guys, we will see you next time. Go ahead, like, subscribe. Make sure you guys comment what you guys think about this insane build, and we'll see you guys next time.